With step 5, we're addressing activities post-close. Don't make the mistake of believing that the work is done once the contract is signed. The first thing you want to make sure you do after signature is make sure that there are no unique operational obligations imposed by the buyer. These are operational obligations that should have been vetted with the operations team prior to signature, but right now we want to make sure that they have been fully implemented, and you need to confirm that with your operations team. For example, the buyer may require you to notify a particular email address in the event of a suspected security breach. So you're going to want to make sure that that specific email address is added to either your CRM or another data repository from which you pull to provide security notifications. Similarly, you're going to want to track things like renewal date or expiration date and notice period for renewal, invoicing procedures, those kinds of things that the rest of your team may utilize in fulfilling their obligations under the contract. But the bulk of your post-signature activities are going to be on capturing institutional knowledge. There are some people who will advise you to do an annual audit of your agreements. We think that's kind of like reconciling your accounting on day 365 of the fiscal year. It's ill-advised and it's potentially negligent, not to mention a big hairy mess. So we capture our customers' institutional knowledge on a real-time basis by auditing each agreement immediately after signature. And by doing that, we're able to spot and attend to trends quickly. So using the spreadsheet that you used, or whatever tool it was that you used to capture the data in your initial audit, you're going to add each closed agreement to that audit each time you close. And you're going to do the same provision by provision analysis that you did in step 1. Similarly, if you're not updating your playbook, its value diminishes pretty quickly. So it's kind of like buying a new car and how that new car immediately depreciates the moment you drive it off the dealer's lot. If you aren't committed to constantly updating your playbook will only be perfect at that moment in time when it is initially produced. Market expectations change, laws change, and new laws are enacted. Your technology will likely change, and certainly your policies and procedures will change. So like most strategic plans and tools, your playbook needs to be a living document that constantly evolves as your organization evolves. Each contracting experience that involves any substantive negotiations should be capturing institutional knowledge. Siloed information can be significantly detrimental to an operation or an organization poised for growth. So provide your team with a way to capture their experience with the playbook and make capturing that experience a required part of their job. Did one of them come up against a unique buyer requirement that was unusual or atypical, add it to the playbook. Even if you didn't agree with it or didn't add it to the agreement, capture it anyway because it's likely to come up again. And then note the risk associated with the provision and how the buyer's requirement was handled. Would you handle it the same way? If not, why not? If you would handle it differently, how would you handle it differently? Do you not have enough data to consistently handle it the same way? If so, then identify how to escalate the situation and to whom it should be escalated. So to recap the 5 steps of the frictionless close process. Step 1, you're going to audit, quantify, and identify the patterns that have been coming up in your previously closed enterprise deals. You're going to revise your agreement so that it's a close the deal agreement with market terms designed to be accessible by the people who use it. You're going to empower your team to do negotiations with fewer escalations by providing them with a playbook. You're going to start the process by using a summary of terms. You're going to create a process plan with your user team, and you're going to stay involved to continue adding value and facilitate your buyer's ability to close the deal. And finally, you're going to commit to continuous improvement by tracking and analyzing and capturing your institutional knowledge so that your agreement and your playbook are constantly relevant. We've had a great deal of success implementing our frictionless close system with our customers. And you can take absolutely everything I've laid out on this video and implement it yourself and no doubt elevate your hero status. But I'll tell you what, I don't cut my own hair, and I'm willing to bet you don't cut your own hair either. And it's for a very good reason. And unless you're bald, and then I'm going to have to come up with a different analogy. The point is, you're here because you recognize redlines are a challenge and you want to solve it. But I'll be frank that the skill set required to solve it is unlikely to be within your team's wheelhouse. Even more critical, because it's a huge investment of time and energy, it's going to detract from your mission. You can't be focused on growing your business and learning an entirely new skill set at the same time, especially one that isn't directly attached to your value proposition. And especially when the implementation is going to probably take you somewhere between 3 and 6 months of intense time and energy to fully implement. If you choose to work with us to implement the frictionless close system, however, you can expect to have it up and running within 4 to 6 weeks. You will get updated close the deal sales agreement and a playbook designed to help your team capture enterprise signatures faster. Your team will be confident and knowledgeable and know how to drive the contract to signature. Your C-suite and your leadership team will spend significantly less time dealing with contracts and contract escalations. You will get a team of experts on speed dial, Slack actually, to provide you with quick answers to situations that might have you momentarily stumped. And you'll get ongoing updates so that you're consistently in line with market expectations and capturing rich institutional knowledge. As I've said, in our experience, our customers enjoy immediate improvement in redline efficiency. They're significantly reducing legal spend because their team has sufficient contracting knowledge and effective tools to make intelligent decisions. It will cut redlining process by as many as 15 weeks and increase their revenues by as much as 9%. And critically, our customers' buyers consider them good partners of the enterprise organization, which gives them a serious long-time competitive advantage. Admittedly, we're not a good fit for every company. You will appreciate greater return on your investment if your contract value is $50,000 or higher, if you're taking on average more than 4 weeks to close a contract, if you want to grow your enterprise customer base, and if you're ready, willing, and able, and have leadership support to solve the redline problem in the next 2 to 3 weeks. If that sounds like you, I'm sure the frictionless close system will have significant impact in improving your redlining efficiency. And I should mention, we offer our services with a full money-back guarantee. So if you're not experiencing results, we'll refund your money. If you're ready to stop losing sleep about when those redlines are going to wrap up, or whether you're going to be able to hit your forecasts, if you want to start closing deals and closing them faster, then let's get started. hit the link below and let's schedule a call. Let's go.